Cooroy Creek is one of the waterways iconic in much of the West. It stretches from Altona Coastal Park to Sunbury, but in this video I just want to focus on this particular section of the trail. Is situated in Sunshine West. It belongs to the country of Wurundjeri, an Australian Aboriginal people of the Waimuru language group in the Kulin Nation. The Cooroy Creek were referred to as Tea Tree Creek by the settlers who arrived after Wedges in 1835. The name Cooroy is thought to come from an Aboriginal word meaning male kangaroo. Another possibility is that it was taken from the Aboriginal name for the district that includes the current city of Hobson Bay, Kot Bok, which means she-oak. I could feel the fresh air as I strolled along the path. The rocks where the water were abrasive form a stunning view. The sun rays are reflected in the beautiful water and the trees sway in greeting. The fragrance of soothing eucalyptus oil and delicate flower petals along the creek. The wind blows and rattles the leaf, making a pleasant sound. The Cooroy Creek and the surrounding flora and fauna were very important to the Wurundjeri people, as they provide them with food to eat, water to drink, and was an intrinsic part of their spiritual life. The remains of scar trees and rock carving and flints along the river bear evidence of their long history in this area, as they remind me to acknowledge that the past still exists in the present. The notion of entanglement of bodies, time and space is also what Lato describes as learning to be affected. In learning to be affected, I begin to pay attention to the creek in a way that I have not done before. I begin to be concerned with the ways in which the water might be alive and thinking. It's also helped me becoming entangled with water, flora and fauna, and past present of this place in particular. The frog and crickets can be heard but not seen, as they hide amongst the grass and plants that grow on the banks of the creek. As I sit on the stepping stone crisscrossing and enjoy the coolness of the water on my feet, the water moved gently, bouncing along the rocks, created baffling sound. I imagine how the stream used to be, where it chose a little. I could notice the water level high and low just checking at the stepping stone creek crossing when I came here at different times. The width and the depth of the creek are different along the creek, and I'm interested why they change and whether it was changed like this before, as human caused change in natural. I close my eyes and try to visualize the Wurundjeri life. How was their life before the arrival of European settlers? What did they do with the creek's water? Was an important source of fresh water on the treeless plains? How the water level changing according to the season? This entanglement connects me to the knowledge of the water as a way of thinking about and enacting reconciliation pedagogies. Every time I walk along this creek, I am taken back to my childhood. I grew up in the countryside near a creek where I spent my time playing with the water, swimming and catching fish with my siblings and friends. And now I also know more about the history of the Cooroy Creek and pay my respectful to the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people every time I walk along this creek.